my show. I'm your favorite television host, Ellen DeGeneres. Today we are going back in time to the California Gold Rush. I have 4 very special guests here with me today. However, 2 of them are running a little bit late because they are busy polishing their gold and whatnot. Would you guys come on out here? I'm glad you guys could make it. So, Suzanne, can you tell us when the gold rush had began?
Why, yes, I surely can. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting at home reading the Sunday paper on January 24th, 1848, when I saw the article saying that a man named James Wilson Marshall discovered gold on the American River in Northern California.
Ah, yes, those are the times. I remember about a month later, my husband and I sold our property to go search for the gold.
That must have been such an empowering journey for you as well as for those who participated in this marvelous gold rush. Hello, John. Nice of you to join us today.
Thanks. Hey, it's great to be here.
John, since we're on the topic, can you tell me how successful you were in the gold rush?
Yeah, I was very successful. I had been lucky enough to receive the achievement of having one of the richest strikes of the gold rush.
So you were making the big bucks back in the 1800s, am I right?
Why, yes, Ellen. In fact, I did. Just my luck. My land had contained a great load of gold, and I don't mean to brag, but I was named the richest man in California at the time of the gold rush.
Please share with us your technique as to how you dug the gold and how much approximately you made.
See, there's this little pan here. Scooped up some dirt with some dirt, Yeah, got some water in it, swished it back and forth, and the dirt would leave and the gold would stay because gold's very heavy.
I see. Interesting.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
I do remember my husband coming home exclaiming how he had gone and dug for gold and absolutely hit the jackpot. He had brought home $16 per ounce of gold he had mined. It was such a great discovery on Marshall's part. It had brought my family to a great wealthiness.
That must have been extravagant for you citizens of the time. I can only imagine how many people had moved from their hometown to Northern California just so they could experience this event. Suzanne, was there anything you recall about this?
Yes, there was. Funny you ask, Ellen. Actually, that had been a major downfall for the whole event. You see, I had been living in Columbia, California for my whole childhood and adulthood with my husband and kids. It had been a small town of 800 in the year of 1849, then had a drastic jump to a population of 20,000 people in 1850, and then by 1857 had jumped to 50,000 people. It caused major issues for the population, for it was becoming overpopulated.
Wow. That must have been hard to live in Colombia with so many people. I can only imagine how claustrophobic I would feel. You guys still have some of the gold that you guys mined yourselves?
Fortunately, I was robbed.
I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry for your loss of gold.
You're a scrub. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do, Ellen. I brought it just for the occasion, right here in my pocket. So yeah, that's gold. That's that. And it was the first gold I ever mined in my career. It's a pretty small value of gold, but has a very high sentimental value.
That's really fascinating.
I know.
Can I?
Sure.
I won't drop it.
Okay.
I won't drop it, thank you. Wow, this is so... Do you see this? Oh my gosh!
Oh my God,
I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry.
It's not okay.
I'm sorry, John. It's all in one piece. Thank you.
It's in 3 pieces.
Sorry. That's very fascinating, though. That's really good. Now, my other question is about what Suzanne said before. If the population got that big, were there some effects of the overcrowdingness?
Oh yes, There most certainly were some, including diseases, lack of housing, environmental devastation, and crime.
That must have been horrible.
It was really.
Actually, it was. My family and I had been going to town with all the gold we invested with. I remember one night while we were all asleep dreaming about all the gold we would find the next day. I had been awoken by the slam of a door.
A slam of a door? Oh, please, tell me more.
Well, my husband and I both woke up and our first instinct was to check our loot.
Oh, honey, please tell me the gold was there.
Sorry to tell you, but everything was gone. We had been robbed clean. It was such an awful experience. All that hard work put to waste. It broke my heart seeing how crushed my husband was after all that he had done to get our family this far financial-wise.
Suzanne, I'm so sorry. That must have been awful. How did you end up pushing along and coming out as strong as you are now?
Well, my husband had kept telling me everything was going to be all right and that he would work his heart out to get the amount of gold that we had gotten stolen back, but doubled. Also, I had loving friends who were always by my side, like Nancy.
Oh, Suzanne, you knew we were always here for you no matter what. After all, that's what friends are for.
And that, my friends, are 3 brave and hardworking Californians that did all that they could for the gold. All in all, no matter how much gold everyone received, their friends were with them all throughout. Thank you for coming out and telling us about your experience with the gold rush and telling us all about the rich details. Stay tuned for a special exclusive interview with the one and only Lucina Stanley Wilson.
Hello, Ellen. Thank you for having me. Sorry I was running late. My wagon had broken down. I hope I didn't miss much.
Oh, Lucina, it's nice of you to join us, though. We are glad to have you. So tell me, what was it like for you during the gold rush?
Well, the time for my family was a very successful time. My husband dug much gold and had helped our family majorly financially.
Aren't you guys so lucky? So tell me about the camps that you guys stayed in and what they were.
I was one of the few women who stayed in the camps. The camps are made for housing purposes for those who mine the gold. My husband and I stayed in those houses so the mine fields were convenient for our gold searching purposes.
Look at you. Now what was it about those camps? Tell me more, would you?
Over time, the camps had grown into full-fledged towns that contained many houses and industries for doctors, physicians, and general markets for health.
Did you keep any documentation about and from your experiences of the gold rush?
As a matter of fact, I did. I was a gifted writer and documented my adventure for future generations to look back and learn from. I had memoirs so I could remember what it was like to be in the California gold rush camps.
Very interesting. Thank you for sharing with us and flashing back on your California gold rush experience. Everybody give it up for Lucina Stanley Wilson.
Woo! Swag.
Oh, the gold. Just kidding. Do that again.
Jace.
We hold it. We have to do this. Pick it up, Ellen!
The eagle has landed.
Go! 5!
I got robbed.
Where are you, Suzanne?
I'm losing.
It's go to 3 pages. Need you.
Into full field gold. Get